A quick reminder before the weather of the moment London welcomed the new year in style. More than 12,000 fireworks lit up the capital skyline in a show lasting 12 minutes, much to the delight of the crowds and, of course, the millions watching at home.
Having a little dip. A New Year's Day dip.
New Year's dip, yeah. Unfortunately, it's not the kind of dip I think anybody would want at the moment. Very good morning to you. I hope you're well this New Year's morning. I do start off with a bit of grim news weather-wise, unfortunately. The clue is behind me. Lots of rain overnight. And this morning we start off with a Met Office amber warning for heavy rain continuing in parts of northwest England, western areas of Yorkshire and in towards the northwest of Derbyshire as well. There could be some flooding here through the morning and continuing into the afternoon. Some travel disruption possible as well, as we've already seen on some of the rail routes across the northwest of England. The rain has been falling throughout the night.
And Matt has got the weather. I think a lot of people will be going off for a walk or something today, trying to get some fresh air. How's it looking, Matt?
Waterproofs or wrap up well. That's the best advice I can give this morning, John and Nina. Very good morning to both. Before we get on today's forecast, I thought I'd better give you at least a little bit of New Year joy, because whilst... oh, it's gone again. Let's put that back. Because while some of you, of course, missed out on any fireworks displays last night, nature put on its own display in the skies above parts of Scotland with a bit of an aurora to be watched here in parts of Aberdeenshire. It was only here, really, we saw the clear skies. Elsewhere, it's been a wet and windy night. So let me just show you just how windy it has been. We've seen winds gusting in excess of 70 miles an hour around some of the coasts of England and Wales through the night. And we have seen plenty of rainfall too. In Snowdonia area, we've seen well in excess of 100 millimetres of rainfall in the last 24 hours. Not far behind across parts of the Lake District and the western side of the Pennines too. And it's here where there's multiple flood warnings this morning and indeed a Met Office amber warning for yet further rain. Flood warnings are rising in number. You can see the cluster where they are at the worst across parts of northwest England, hence that flooding, of course, on the Trans-Pennine route between Leeds and Manchester.
I was questioning a little bit earlier whether many people were up this morning.
Oh, yes.
I thought you might all be asleep, but we've had so many messages from people. Lisa on the Isle of Wight, the windy Isle of Wight, is just off to feed the horses. Reese in North Wales is a shepherd and is off to market.
There's definitely a pet theme or animal theme. Sarah, I'm up. My cat has his insulin injection at 6 o'clock every morning. I'm up early to go and work for the RSPCA. They don't get lions, do we? Lots of animals to feed and care for. That is from Ness.
Jules is starting work as a community carer as normal. Andy's up because of flood warnings on the River Calder. Not the best start to 2025. Look, we hope you all have a great start to 2025, and it's lovely to have you with us this New Year's Day.
It's lovely to hear from you and picture what you're up to this morning. Happy New Year to you all. Matt is here with a look at the morning's weather, just to bring down the party atmosphere, Matt.
Yeah. I always do, don't I? I'm the big party pooper in the corner every time. Very good morning to you both. Morning to you as well. Happy New Year. For those of you up and with us this morning, good morning. If you're about to head out, some of you are going to be battling the elements. This Weather Watchers shot from Derbyshire a short while ago gives a flavour of things for some, not for all. But across parts of northern England this morning, pretty atrocious conditions. Good news is, though, for Thursday and Friday, other than some showers around the coast, it's looking good. Lots of sunshine to come. A welcome return after what's been quite a gloomy Christmas. And just before I go, over the next hour, we start to see the first sunrise of the new year come up. And the good news, Nina and John, is that as of yesterday, that sunrise is starting to get earlier again. Back to you both.
Hip, hip, hooray. Thank you, Matt.
There you go. I can do good news.
There we go.
You do.
Very positive. Thank you very much indeed.
Yes, whether you're travelling by bus, train, car or bike, not a great day out there for some of you. Not for all, though. Others doing all right. We can see here already flooding on the roads in Derbyshire following around 100 millimetres of rain through the night.
Hello to you again and a very happy new year. For many of us, a good deal of wet weather as we start 2025. Several hours of pouring rain to come, together with brisk winds gradually easing. And for others, turning cold and icy as temperatures fall.
It's blown in with a vengeance. Can it get any worse?
Yeah, I know. I'm not really sure gales and heavy rain was on the menu, was it really, for New Year's Eve? It's going to get wintry.
Bitterly cold, yes, you have been warned. Most of us waking up to scenes like this morning. A lot of heavy rain around, lots of surface water and puddles to negotiate for your New Year's Day walk. Look at just how much rain is sweeping its way south and east.
Now, the bad weather has meant several traditional New Year's Day outdoor swims have been cancelled, but not in Edinburgh. These hardy swimmers braved the annual Luniduk, as it's known, plunging into the Firth of Forth estuary. The tradition was started 38 years ago, and today's cold conditions didn't deter this group from keeping it going. And in Newquay, in Cornwall as well, nothing kept what looks like a large crowd from taking their New Year's Day dip. I am not nearly brave enough for that. Let's catch up with the weather. Here's Ben Rich. Hello.
I'm glad I had to come to work, Jane. I couldn't make it down to that dip, unfortunately. Yes, the weather obviously making headlines today, and we have seen some significant flooding impacts, as we've heard earlier on in the bulletin. Some beautiful scenes, though, in North Wales.
Hello there, good evening to you and a very happy new year. But it has been quite an unsettled start to our new year. It's been windy out there, but the good news is out there tonight. Things really calming down, those winds easing off and any lingering rain will eventually clear too.
Hello then. There's no time to catch our breath for the start of the weather this new year because we've replaced wet and windy weather by somewhat colder conditions. You'll really notice the difference with the feel. First thing tomorrow morning, a cold and frosty start for most of us, but there will be some sunshine.